It's a fight. That's a fact. Let's get it. Love from India. Love, bro. Let's get it. You know all we do? Get to it. Another day, another dollar. Seasons change. Certain things are gonna always remain the same. Stay consistent in your journeys, people. Make sure it means something. Make sure you take your fitness serious, man. This is the key to everything. Key to your happiness. Key to your triumphs. Consistent. Appreciate you, Alpha Unit. Love is love, you heard? What's the routine for today? We're gonna do some band work. Do some body weight squats. I actually wanted to do some weighted, but I'm gonna wait until later. Let's get a little lunchtime workout, a little snack, and then we're gonna finish off something a little later on tonight. You heard? What's good? Devin Hall, what's good, bro? Sometimes twice a day, sometimes one time a day. Every once in a while, especially when I start going heavy on the content, I sometimes do 3 times. Just finding the time sometimes, you're not only doing it for the content, but doing it because you need that that love and that tender care that you need to be having for yourself, you heard? Let's get it. I actually hate this part, but we're gonna make it happen. Bro, I have a question. What's up? What's the question? Talk to me. Answer the question. Who do you want to be the New York mayor? I don't give a damn, man. As long as they doing something for the people, yo. All these people is trash. Asking them, none of them gonna do nothing for us. You better be relying on yourself. Worrying about the mayor. You gotta worry about how you gonna provide for your family. I ain't worrying about that. That's some other shit that you worrying about. You starting to lift heavier again since it's winter? I mean, I lift heavy all year round. And sometimes it just depends on what's the goals. Obviously, it's easier to get more body weight exercises in But I want to get back into going to a consistent gym. I've just been not feeling the energy in some of the gyms. So I've been like doing everything outside most of the time. But I want to get back into, showing people that. He said Snoop Dogg, watch your mouth. Everybody with a slim face and some dreads don't look like Snoop Dogg. The myth, the man, the legend. Gotta keep working. Always working. Doing it when nobody's looking, nobody paying attention, being consistent. That's all I'm worrying about. Legend don't mean nothing if you ain't really putting no real dedicated space to where people are moving better, training better, having a better way of looking at things. It's all for nothing. Bro, what's the gangish? I don't know what that means, what you're saying. Nah, the Black Forces was a gift, you heard? They gave these out at an event. Shout out to Home Run. They're giving out good kicks. I would never buy no All Blacks, but these ain't bad. It's pretty much still calisthenics because of things. Yeah, it always still calisthenics, but we add weight to it. Or resistance. Makes it a little bit harder. As the winter time comes into play, I start cutting high repetition. It's about low reps with a little bit of isometrics, and more engagement. Gotta build back that muscle mass. You feel me? Can't be lean all year round till you have like less than 10% body fat. Then you're gonna look exactly the same next year. I wanna make sure I stay in that midst of, still have a lot of muscle tissue as I go through it. Right now, I like to add a little bit more weight. If I don't got the weights, I'm doing more isometric. So I'm doing right now, I'm gonna do 5 pulls, 10-second holds, 10 with the squeeze of the chest. Rasta pasta is keeping tension throughout every movement with engagement. So learning how to engage the muscles that you're working. Don't just do pull-ups. Squeeze the lats. Learning how to engage. Yeah, park alright, but this shit is trash. I actually don't like this park, but it was close, so I'm getting it in. No mercy routine. 4 sets under 13 minutes. It's supposed to be 5 sets, but that's good. Keep working. You get into 240. I'm trying to get there. See how this winter do. Another thing is pace, slowing your pace down, getting your body comfortable with slowing it down. It's actually easy compared to keeping at a routine and not taking long breaks, but taking really short breaks, but now switching it up. Longer breaks, time under tension, lower reps. If you high reps all the time, you start to just chase numbers rather than engagement and squeeze and filling out those muscle groups. You miss that. You're just trying to chase a number, but not getting the quality of the reps. Sometimes going lighter with reps, get the engagement, and learning how to keep tension throughout your entire body while you're training so you can get the best out of your body and you always keep a good physique. You don't look too small. You're not really getting too high in reps at all times. And a lot of times I've noticed a lot of athletes are not eating enough. So eating enough, packing on a little bit more body fat than normal, but not getting too crazy, keeping that core tight, keeping that tension, and being consistent. I got the band. Let's battle, bro. Whenever you're ready. I represent New York Calisthenics. He represents Park Workout. It's a difference. Who represents? You represent New York City Calisthenics. He represents Park Workout. Who? Who workout? I'm trying to gain right now. I like lift lifts. I like regular sit-ups. You gotta play around with both. Black Air Forces high tops, those are classics. I ain't see those in a minute. I see those, I'm pulling up on those. They all work, Rasta. Sometimes it's about clean reps. Sometimes it's about being fast and speedy about your reps. But making sure that you're able to do both. Your consistency is inspiring, man. I appreciate that. Sometimes I don't feel like it, but I'm here. I got to do it. What's considered eating enough? If you're not getting more than 4 meals a day, you're not eating enough. Especially if you're trying to pack on muscle. 2, 1 ain't gonna be good enough. Fasting for half the day and then eating 2 meals at the end of the day, it's not gonna work for you either. How much fruit and vegetables do you eat? I try to get at least fruits in the morning. I would say 1 serving in the morning and probably 1 serving at night. Vegetables, I try to have in every meal, but most of the time I'm probably getting maybe 2. Leaving your dude Rip right alone. Rip, he ain't good person. Something don't feel right about, bro. That's your decision. Do what you want. Everybody move in a different space, man. I don't know. Everybody different. Everybody move and however they want to move. I just gonna move according to how you move. And if it start to feel weird, then I'ma stand on that. And that's with anybody. Can't judge people until you see how to move with them. You know what I'm saying? See how they move. A lot of times I think it's just understanding what their purpose is. You may not see it in the beginning, and the truth always comes to the light, so you judge them accordingly. I take one day at a time with everybody, because I'm not a cup of tea for everybody either. Everybody don't like how I talk or how I do things. They want me to, they want me to fake it or act like I, tell somebody that they strong when I don't really feel they strong. It's always like that, B. Where we tapping in online training. I'm in Cali. Let's get it, man. Hit me on AkeemSupreme.com. We get some shit going. Or hit me Akeem Supreme on IG and we lock something in. 1 meal a day only work for certain body types. I'm an ectomorph. What does that mean? That means I'm naturally a slim physique. So if I have 1 meal a day, it's never gonna feel enough. So I don't recommend that for people who are ectomorphs. Know your body type before you just jump into any kind of meal plan that one of these content creators are making. Just make sure that works for you. Every body type is different. 1 meal a day ain't for me. Unless I'm just on a spiritual cleanse and I just want to get more grounded and start being outside more and separating myself, then I go into a 1 meal. But right now, I'm trying to pack on those meals, eat as much as possible. Matter of fact, eat a little bit more than, just make sure that they foods that are really good, not overly processed. Nothing that's going to just make me just get chunky. You get what I'm saying? Put on good carbs, good protein. Try my best to eat as many meals as I possibly can, and sometimes even forcing some foods. That's how you put on those gains. It ain't gonna happen just easily as you just eat 3. It has to be uncomfortable meals sometimes. Do you ever feel like you're gaining weight when you eat 4 meals and have to burn it off? Or do you feel like you're still in a deficit? I don't feel like I have to burn off no meals. I feel like when I'm eating enough and good foods, they go to the right places. So if I've been working on my legs, they build up on my legs. If I've been working on my chest, they build up on my chest. So the good food go into good places, especially when you've been training them hard. You work that muscle hard and you feed them properly, they're gonna fill up. You get what I'm saying? Think of your body like a car. You trying to go out of state. You're gonna have to fill up a couple times, right? Same thing with your body. For you to get that good full physique, you're gonna have to fill up. And that means eating as much as you possibly can, but try to keep it good. Tips on bulking on a budget. Jasmine rice. Potatoes, yuca, steak, ground beef. If you're on a budget, stick to just ground turkey, a lot of fats, jasmine rice. Cheapest way to do it. Anywhere you to go, I teach. Let's go, man. I appreciate you watching, man. Let's keep going, man. We're going to try to get more content. Trying to be a little different from what everybody else is doing, but still making sure that, show up for the culture. Let's get it. Nah, it's not the same, bro. I get you. Everybody move different. How long did it take you to get your physique, even though you're still learning new ways? You always still learning. Anybody who said that they know it all and they done learning, they don't know anything. There's always ways to do things. And there's not one way. I just find ways that work best for me And I preach what I work on for myself. Now, if I start to learn another way, I will implement it and then show it to the world. I'm not everybody cup of tea either. But I ain't doing all he doing me. I get you. Akeem, I try to go work out in dust. What's your advice? If that works for you, remember, yo, you got to work out where you feel you're most energetic. If you don't feel energetic and you're sluggish under those times, sometimes pushing through, but sometimes knowing when you have the most energy is the best time. What about bulking on a budget? Same thing. Keeping your expenses low. Try to keep all your food on you. So always traveling with your food. You know what I'm saying? And making sure that you stay consistent with drinking water. That's the toughest part. What up with Smart Battle? Is he scared? Yeah, he's scared, but at the same time, he ain't into calisthenics. He ain't into training like that, so I ain't barking up no trees. I'll just get to this money. I realize in this situation, too, everybody want to be a character, and that's fine. You just got to stick to what you like to do, and the people that's going to be with you is going to be with you, and the ones that's not. Be comfortable with being by yourself. That's the biggest key right here. Training and competition is great, but sometimes understanding isolation is great too. Taking time out for your peace and making sure that you stay consistent in who you want to be. I find those rules right there to be something keen to be on. And sometimes separating yourself from the pack. Can you make a barbarian life? I make so many different routines, brother. Check out my page. Can you make a challenge of your page so we can do it and post it? That's a fact. I'll give you a routine right now. It's called the No Mercy OG. What does it entail? It entails 10 muscle-ups, 20 dips at the top of the bar, 20 pull-ups, 40 push-ups, 5 rounds. Try to do it under 20. Let me repeat that again. So what does it tell? It dictates you doing 10 muscle-ups at the top of the bar, 20 dips at the top of the bar, 20 pull-ups, 40 push-ups, 5 rounds, under 20 minutes. It's challenging. It takes pace. All right? Breathing. Will you ever do a body competition again? Hell yeah. I'm looking to get one right now, but right now it might be just the season to just build, work on different things. My daughter's amazing. Appreciate you asking. We need a Supreme Challenge video. Haha. Let's go. We will get one. I got to make one up. I might be able to try to do that shit tonight, actually, because I haven't been doing any challenges. And I don't want it to be so complex where people start to be like, yo, it's so over challenging. I want something where it could be for, obviously, for beginners and for people to just start off with, because everybody aren't the same pace, but I want y'all to build up that pace. You want to get stronger by being around others who's strong, all right? When are you and Brody competing again? Whenever I see him again, hopefully, we run that shit again. Or maybe do something for the, for this, for a competition, set up a stage. That'd be probably dope. You should work with Sean G. I only work out with people who actually work out. I mean, I actually train, so I don't know. Everybody ain't up to my speed, and everybody ain't my, But I'll probably work with anybody. Stand on good morals, stand on really training. Let's do it. Can you do more videos with Miguel, like those ones you did in the streets using lights? It gives me prime New York feel. Can't get that in a park, man. That's a fact. And just everybody got a different time. I might have to just do it by myself, because everybody got, different schedules. It's not like the pandemic. A lot of the stuff, a lot of times, it's not like the pandemic. Everybody got a different schedule, so most of the time I'm alone. I do a lot of my stuff by myself. Yeah, we're going to get something in. I think Goku back in the city for a little while. I'm going to hit him up, see if we can get something. Let's do it. Talking too much. What happened to Broly, Sky, and Goku not showing up? You're gonna have to ask those people, man. I don't even ask questions anymore. Everybody do what they gotta do for them. Can't ask those questions, you gotta ask them. Yeah, but sometimes building with a team, people got hidden agendas. And some people just don't really want to train. They like the clout more than the training. Realized that a long time ago. They like the clout more than the training. So sometimes it's going to be you being alone and then people really trying to get to the money. You've been whining about the loss against Rip Rivers. Sound like you being a meat eater right there. Shimmy. That's content. You see, we dapped it up. We still had a good time and we still follow each other. We still talking real love. I ain't scared about no loss, but at the same time, it's a battle. Anybody who care about anything that they do, you're going to challenge what they've been talked about. You get what I'm saying? I've been in the pace of less reps. He created that routine when he created it, and that's fine. And we move on from there. I'm not scared to lose either. I'm just going to ask about a workout, ask about a routine. What's the purpose in this? If it was somebody my size and they were like, oh, yeah, we want to do that, it would have been different. I'm the heaviest guy there, and I still put in that pain. Win, lose, or draw. It's about your mentality, what you stand on. These dudes are scared to train. They're scared to come outside. Last time they have a battle, they don't come outside no more. I'm still here. I'm not leaving. Win, lose, or draw. Who are you and who you to be defined by? It's never about your losses. It's who you are in real reality. Who you are when people see you in the street. You feel me? The authentic me at all times. Not no gimmicks. Who you see now is who you see in the street. Anybody tell you otherwise? You hear me? Stand on that. I'm okay with losing. You feel me? I'm okay with losing. That's another thing. Losing don't define you. Losing is just, all right, what I need to fine tune. Did Kobe win every game? Did Jordan win every game? Did Muhammad Ali lose at all? Yes, they all lost. But what made them great is that they continue to work on their craft, continue to be better. I'm going to always be me. Win, lose, draw, loss, indifferent. You got to stand for something. You hear me? And this is what I love to do, man. This is my craft. And I'm having fun doing it, man. As long as I'm having fun and this shit really still stands for something stronger and building people up to be stronger mentally, physically, and spiritually, I'm going to always be around. You hear me? Until this shit no longer serves me in any of those spaces, I'm gone. But until then, I'm here. Here for the long run. Here for being consistent no matter what. You feel me? You get your weight up, you get lighter, get thinner. Life get hard, life get easy. Start coming in a play with $2,000, $10,000, $100. I'm still locking in. Nigga says Snoop Cat. Floyd Mayweather even lost in '96 in the Olympics. Everybody lost in something, man. And if it ain't a loss in during a practice, you ain't gonna get the best of them in the practice. Those still count too, right? In practice. Somebody beat you in practice. Did that count? And you was boxing? Oh, it didn't count because it wasn't in front of a camera? Somebody lost, bro. I'm willing to take the loss because I know what I need to work on next time. But I just want to make sure it's a dogfight when I lose. You so scared to lose, you don't even practice. You don't even compete. You scared because you don't want somebody telling you you lost. I'm cool with that. Take the loss. Anybody could say that from the stands. Get on the floor and show them what the game look like. Everybody think they could be a basketball player. Oh, LeBron is trash. Go on that basketball court and play against that man. A professional at his work. You think you're going to beat him because you play a little pickup game here and there? It's a different league. It's a different monster. Understand that. You ain't got to see it. It's being shown in real life. I ain't never lose it. It's just to keep on working on your craft. And there's so many elements of your craft. It's learning different ways of training, different elements, pace. You get what I'm saying? Losing probably make you stronger, but it's another thing. You need that in the beginning because you start to need somebody to show you that you still need work. And you always need work. Even with a blade, it could be at its sharpest, but you continue to keep on using it, it dulls, right? So to keep on sharpening your tools, you still got to keep working. You still got to keep on putting it in that pain. You got to still be consistent. They could be thinking you the best. You won against 5 people, and then that 6th one, you lost. What does that mean? You're not as great because you lost? You still a monster. You still great. And don't allow nobody to dictate that for you because they see you losing. That means that you ain't great anymore. Nah. The best have lost. And it's all about coming back and returning back to what you've been doing and being consistent and doing what you love daily. You feel me? This is free. I do this because I love it. Get my likes up, you heard? But do it because you love it. I ain't here for, oh, yo, I want somebody to clap for me. I did that. I've been cool. I've been popular. This ain't gonna change anything. I do this because I love it. I'm just showing the world what I've been doing. You feel me? Let's get it. Yo, Jesus loves you, brother. That's a fact. I don't care about just make sure that it ain't gonna be too easy for the person. And if it is, it means work that needs to be done. Don't be afraid to lose. Be better, be greater, be stronger. You feel me? Let's get it. What's going on? Let's get it, man.
Yeah.
One day at a time.
3 surgeries.
Yeah? Let's go.
That shit took a lot.
Yeah, but you here now.
Yeah.
So let's take one day at a time, one step at a time. He said, eat more carbs if you're someone that's a hard gain weight. That's a fact. Eat more carbs, have more fats. What is fat and stuff? Fats meaning avocados or peanut butter if you're not allergic. I'm allergic to peanut butter, so I can't do anything with any peanuts, almonds, cashews, any of those. So I stick to avocados, coconut oil, olive oil, MCT oil. Those things added into your meals to give you a lot more. What advice for fat women that work out? Eat less. Well, not eat less. Eat more lean foods. Cut the carbs. Have more veggies. And keep moving. The more you move, the more you burn. Just make sure your output is more than your input. What does that mean? You shouldn't be having 5 or 6 meals and you sitting down half the day, not doing anything, always moving, taking that extra step, going for that next fitness class, doing something, moving that body as much as you possibly can, burning those calories. Make sure that if you're eating the foods that's gonna serve you. Don't be having that potato. Don't be having that pasta. Try to eat for consumption and never for taste. That's gonna get you further than anything else. If you learn to have discipline with your food, you're gonna have a lot more discipline on your whole life. Learn to say no to the fried chicken. Let go of the grits, the pancakes. Unfollow all the food channels and anything that's going to be related to food because you don't need it. You can't be eating terrible and then tell somebody, oh yeah, you got to take me as I am. Nobody's allowing that. I'm not accepting that. You don't want to, if you don't, I see health as something that you care about yourself. If you don't care about yourself, stay by yourself. Anybody who want better, gonna look for better. And that's in a partner, that's in any healthy relationship. It's not about your look. It's about the time you spend with yourself and really putting time towards the people you love, and your loved ones need you around, right? So if you're not eating healthy, you're doing harm to your family. Be better. Now, if your circumstances, you need help, reach out to somebody that can help. Because it's not that hard. But you got to do the work. Ain't nobody could sugarcoat this and make it easier. Some of the stuff is going to be tough, and some of the stuff is just about discipline. Taking those bad foods out of your house, being consistent with eating foods that's wholesome, having more fruits, more vegetables, taking more walks, walk about, start looking into grounding, meditation, finding the root cause of why you eat so much. You start to eat a lot because, you know, that was your comfort when you was younger. All right, let it go. New boundaries, new everything. Keep working. I promise you, being fit tastes better than any fried chicken you ever have. Any good restaurant you ever been in, being fit tastes way better. You feel me? I lost an uncle towards diabetes. He lost both legs and went blind. I can't think of no food that tastes better than that walk. Taking a trip, taking a walk by yourself, seeing the beauty of life, seeing beaches, going seeing different islands. Take care of yourselves. Not just for the outward look of it, but how you feel, your emotional attachment to things. A lot of stuff we don't even need. I'm trying my best right now to even be a minimalist. I don't need much, but I want to see the world. I want to enjoy the world. None of those sneakers is going to take the place of going somewhere new. You hear me? None of those new sneakers, that new clothes, that new jacket feels better than going somewhere new. Go see a nice beach. Go take a trip with your family. None of those things matter more than the actual experience. So I choose experience. Now I do have a lot of clothes I need help with letting go a lot of stuff, but I'm trying my best and it's working towards every day. We all got vices, we got things we need to work on. Living in New York, we love fashion. We like shit that be looking fly, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of that shit mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just a bad habit. We need to have all the fly kicks. We need to have all the shit that looks cool, you know, looks good. Especially, you know, you start feeling your physique. You like, yeah, I need that shirt with the arms coming out so they can see the triceps on the side. All that shit mean nothing. You really need to stop, save your bread, take trips. Those trips means more to me than anything else, man. Taking a trip alone, sometimes with family. Either one, man. Go see that world. I want to see Colombia this year. Hopefully, if I could get there. If not that, Colombia, Brazil. One of the two. Or we got to go out there to Europe, tap in with some of the other calisthenic brothers out there. See if we can make something happen. You hear me? Just came from Texas. That's a fact. Texas is a movie, man. I plan on living at least a couple years in Texas. I don't know when, but it's going to happen. I got to make something happen out there. Peace, Lord. Keep building. The materials are not worth it compared to many other things here to experience. That's a fact. easier said than done, man. We come from a city where everybody worried about what you got on, so it's a bad habit to have to knock off. A lot of shit don't mean nothing, especially when you start exploring the world. But we don't make no excuses. We do better because we know better.
Right there? My brother got it for me in Vietnam. So like ham it, yeah. Yeah, you like that? Yeah. It's well made though, yeah. Appreciate it.
Let's go. Put on that armor guard. That's a fact, as always. Why would you buy a house in the Northeast or rather move somewhere else? We can let prime New Yorkers move away anymore. Yeah, I'm never gonna buy no house in no New York. New York be bugging. And there's property taxes. They're trying to kill you up here. So definitely, I don't want to be going through all these weather. It's cold weather. But I'm from here, so it is what it is. That's a fact. Prayers to all prayers go to Jamaica. Hope everybody that's out there doing all right. And if they not, tell them reach out. Make sure we good. We got to stick together, y'all. That's a fact. New York do need to leave, man. But we here. We make do with what we in front of. And when we able to make change, that's when we're going to make change. But we got to prepare ourselves. If you could live anywhere. Anywhere hot. You hear me? Anywhere hot. I'm there. That's where I need to be living. Anywhere hot. For at least 11 months out of the year, I needed to be extremely hot. Or just hot. Or a place where you only need a hoodie. I don't need no big jackets, anything like that. I want to be in a spot where it's always hot. I'm good with that. What's your skincare routine? Scrubbing it. I don't be using too much. Get a deep cleanser here and there. You feel me? Drink water, eat your vegetables, get rest. Try not to get no gray hairs. Breathe, go take some walks. That's it, that'll do it. That's a fact. I felt like I was gonna go down south. But before I go down south, I'm going to Texas because I gotta see what that look like, or Midwest, somewhere in Midwest. I need some heat, but I know them tornadoes is something else too, so we gonna figure it out. Florida cool for a little trip, but I ain't really feeling it to live. I don't think so, not yet. How are you holding up without your EBT? I ain't never had no EBT, man. I worked my whole life. And if I ain't work, I went to go get some work, you hear me? If you know, you know, but we ain't never just sat around and wait for no EBT. To the ones who need that, you know, I get it. But my mama told me get off my ass if you want to be rich. So we still working. Still got some shit to do. I'm a veteran, bro. And I tell you, Midwest still has nice houses from $200K. Try going to a city not developed yet. You'll get a steak. BX ready. Hit me with that, man. I need that. I've been to Texas. I already know. I'm definitely with that. Arizona's a vibe too. It's a steal. That's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm gonna get it. Because that hot weather is something beautiful. It does wonders for the skin. It's cold weather. It's cool once in a while. Maybe come visit some family, but I need to get up out of there. Well, according to Briggs, anybody here can look out. Let's go. Most reps I ever did, I think it was like 57 reps. Close to 60, I think. I think my number was 57. Now, they were fast. Were they completely clean? No. But that's the most reps I've ever done. Great year for content, stepped it up. Still needs work, but I'm learning not to be too hard on yourself, but pause. You gotta do more if you want more, and keep pushing. And finding a good cameraman, damn man, is impossible now. So I gotta take my time, make the investment, and keep working. Do I take any vitamins or supplements? Hell yeah. I take some fish oil every once in a while. Glutamine, one of my favorites, helps with recovery. 117 reps is good. Is that on pull-ups? That's pretty good. My practice never been about the max amount of reps. I've never trained for that. That would be some good training though, just to see what you could do in one count. I've always cared about the isolation of muscle groups. That's why I take a lot of my practices from like bodybuilding, and it's really sculpting the body and the physique, not just doing pull-ups, because I see a lot of guys who just do pull-ups. That's all they focus on. They don't care about their legs. They don't care about nothing else. They just want to get good pull-ups, which is okay in the beginning, but when do you learn to work all your other muscle groups? Your legs is one of the largest body parts we have. How do you ignore them? You can't be a paraplegic and your legs work. Does that make sense? You got to make sure that it makes sense. You can't dismiss your legs. They're vital to your growth. Your testosterone is stored in your legs. How do you find yourself to have all the strength, all this conjuring of testosterone, and you don't work your legs? You're bugging. Wall sits is all good, but come on, man. You ain't 100 years old. Wall sits ain't good enough. It ain't good. It's good enough for somebody who's old, who can't do much. But if you're a young man, and when I say a young man, I'm talking about from the ages of 18 to 65, you should be able to do a squat. And I'm talking loaded. You hear me? Anything otherwise, it's because you have injuries that you possibly can't, but you still work through that. Go find somebody that's going to be able to train you to be able to get back to that, because that's where you rely on yourself to be strong and be resilient. You start telling yourself you old, you ain't got to do nothing. That's when you die early, or you're going to die in a miserable way. You hear me? You cooking me. Wall sits are crazy for basketball. Now I feel like we playing. That's a fact, man. You could do more than that, man. Wall sits are cool. They're okay. But if you an older man, and I'm talking you your 30s or your 40s or your 50s, you need real weights, man. You're going to be easily to break. You got to remember, weight load helps your body to be more stern. It makes your body stay firm. You feel me? You start doing less work, start loaded. You stop doing loaded exercises, you're going to fall, break your hip, and now you're broken. You hear me? And then watch how tough it is to get back. PGMD, let's go. Don't be 50 thinking I got good pull-ups, but you fall and break. You hear me? You need to be under load so your muscle, your bones have the capacity to stay strong. You don't get under load, you're going to have a lot of difficulties, man. And make sure you get a lot of pistol squats. No, I'm sorry, not pistol squat. Pigeon stretches, because it's going to open up the hip. You're getting blood flow into those, into that pelvis area, making sure that you get good blood flow, man. That's important. It's not always about the physique, but damn sure it is when you're making sure that you're taking care of your body, making sure you work your posterior, make sure those hamstrings are stronger than your quads, make sure your hip strength is strong, make sure your glutes are strong, your lower back. You want to be making love to your lady at all times? Make sure your hips and your glutes are strong, man. Don't be taking that magical pill thinking that's the real thing. Nah, it's making sure that those hips are strong and they're able to move and they're mobile. I appreciate you. Gotta make sure you move this body, man. A body in motion stays in motion. A body at rest stays at rest. Make sure you keep moving, man. Definitely ain't no magic pill in this shit, man. You gotta be consistent. You wanna make sure you stay on the load, and I ain't saying you gotta pick up 500 pounds, but you get close to it. You get on the weight that's uncomfortable. You do it, you might have to find a coach, pay for it, it's worth it. You hear me? You married, bro? No, I'm not married. But I'll make sure that you take care of your hips, man. You want to be pumping and grinding for a long time, man? Take care of those hips. Take care of those hamstrings. Those glutes better be strong because you're going to be looking for another man. You can have all the pull-ups in the world and your hips don't work. She's going to be highly upset. She's not going to be excited about no pull-ups. So take heed of what I'm saying, man. Be strong in everything. I'm just saying, tap in. Hamstring strong, glutes strong, and working everything else out. When those three is good, you're going to have a good range of motion. You're going to have a good posture. You're going to have a lot of problems that you could probably cancel out if when those three muscle groups are in play. Big ups to everybody. Full range of motion dips. What you think about it? I think they all play a role. I think shorts on the dips. I think fast. I think the shorties, all of them play a role. There's not one way of doing things. Stop thinking it's just one way. Sometimes you want to work your fast twitch. Sometimes you want to make your slow twitch. You want to make sure you do full range. Sometimes you just do mid. Sometimes you just hold at the top. Stop looking at the thing. Stop looking at exercises as one way to do it. It's multiple ways of doing it. You could do yoga. You could do fitness. You could do weights. You could do calisthenics. You could do powerlifting. Whatever floats your boat. Just make sure you work those muscles. All of them. Not just one. You hear me? And Brody kind of cheated. I like Brody, but he was doing half reps. And that's fine. Because at the end of the day, that didn't make or break me. It's about being consistent. Being consistently you. You gotta remember, when you one of them ones, everybody gonna chase. You hear me? Everybody gonna throw a rock at the sun because it shines. You hear me? So at the end of the day, man, keep running. Keep moving forward. Still be great. And keep fighting for that glory, you heard? I once in a while do fasting, but it's not my thing at all times because sometimes it plays around with your energy. And I don't like the fact that I gotta actually cut down on caffeine. These pumpkin spice coffees be getting the best out of me, you heard? I get a small pumpkin spice coffee, you heard? During the fall seasons, be holding me back, you heard? But I'm about to cut it out quick because I'm going to throw it away. But I'm a fan of pumpkin, you know, pumpkin cider, pumpkin coffee, pumpkin pound cake during the little seasonal times. But I got to get back. Staying more consistent, more diligent, and fighting for what I want. That's a fact. Pumpkin beer? Nah, I don't do beer, though. Yeah, agree. But yo, shout out to everybody that was here on the live, man. Hopefully I got something out of this. I'm gonna try to do more. I wanna show y'all a little bit more cooking videos. Make sure y'all lock in with me and we're gonna get some more shit going, man. More to come, more to show. Let's get it, man, for that pain, that glory, and always that chicken. Let's get it. Fight!